Welcome back, everybody. Today I'll be making this abstract metal sculpture. It's for a garden, and before I get to comments, I'm not a welder. My welds are shitty, but that's okay because it's not a stressful thing. It's just art, and if you want to learn how to weld, this is a perfect way to do it. You can practice welding on your beads. You get to learn some techniques. For me, it's just a lot easier and a little bit more fun to build something and have that gratification of actually completing something other than just trying to lay beads down on a sheet of metal. So for me, this is a great way to learn. You get to learn some different techniques. By no means go follow some other welders that actually know what they're doing besides me. But if you're in the process of learning like I am, a great way to do it. So stick around, watch me make this thing, and create a great day. I start by gathering the materials that I needed. These are all scrap that I had left over from other projects. Cleaning up the scale and all the rust, surface rust off the pieces that I'm going to need. This is the base part. And then I proceeded to just lay down some patterns with the angle grinder on the sheet metal part. And that way I could kind of see what I wanted it to be. And the final rendering ended up being something a little bit different, but you can see here how easy it is to lay down patterns with the angle grinder and come up with your own design. Now I'm just coming up with the basic shape and cut it out with the angle grinder. I'm going to get 3 shapes out of here. I only used one and left the others to do some tests on the coloring and the staining process. This is just a quick mock-up to see if I like the design and get the overall pieces that I needed for the sculpture. Once I had all the pieces together for the sculpture and everything was ground off and clean, I began to tack weld everything into place. And one thing I've learned is that when you're working with just flux core wire in a MIG machine, you don't need the shielding nozzle part on the end of your gun there. You can take that off and your welds turn out a little bit better. I don't show that, but I eventually figured that out and remembered it and took that off and got a lot better welds. So it's something to know when you're using flux core wire. So I'm using wood stain over the metal to give it kind of a coppering effect. I chose this cognac color, and I had the best results with the darker stains, so the ebony and the cognac. The lighter colors didn't seem to stick, and I wanted this translucent appearance, and the only thing I could find that would do that besides experimenting with the wood stain was to airbrush, which I don't have, or use some candy automotive paint coloring to give it that translucent effect. I just applied several coats of the stain, wiped it down, and got the effect I was going for. Here I'm applying several coats of a clear enamel, clear gloss enamel, just out of a rattle can, and allowing them to dry
about 5 to 6 hours in between coats, and then just buffing them out with the Scotch Brite pad in between.
Thanks for watching the video. Like and subscribe, share, all that fun stuff. If you like these videos, I try to put them out as often as possible. So once again, go out and create something and create a great day.